So I was coaching CrossFit, started in 2012. And what I noticed about my athletes is they would show up, they would do the workout, they would work their butts off, lift all the weights, do all the cardio, and then they would go home and sit around or go to their desk job and sit around, and they weren't doing anything for recovery. And so I kept asking my own massage therapist that I would see, like, hey, what are some stretches I can have my CrossFit people do to help this area of the body? Or what are some things I can do to help my CrossFit people with this other area? Because they were trends that I was noticing. And because my CrossFit people weren't focusing on recovery, they were getting injured. And so I was really just trying to find out ways that I could help them prevent injury and keep them coming back to the gym day after day. So through speaking with my own therapist when I was receiving massages and asking her all of those questions, one day she was like, hey Carrie, why don't you just become a massage therapist? And literally a light went off in my head. I was like, that's a good idea. Maybe I could do that. And I was thinking, how cool would that be to coach CrossFit and then become a massage therapist and have a direct impact on all the people that I was coaching and that I already had a relationship with. So one thing led to another, and within about a year's time, I was signed up and enrolled to start massage therapy school. So I actually started Flourish my last month of massage school. We had the opportunity to have different employers come into our school and kind of tell us about working at their facilities. And I felt like if I would have gone to work for one of the big corporate chains, that I would have lost the ability to have an impact on the group of people that I wanted to help the most, and those were my CrossFit people. So I just brainstormed and decided I should just start my own business. And so that's how Flourish began. I just took a big leap of faith and created my own business, and it worked. Back in 2020, a little thing called COVID happened, and I was taking my mandatory vacation from work. So I had a few months off. So in May of 2020, non-essential medical was allowed to go back to work. And so I was anxious to get back to my massage practice and to all my clients. And what I found was I was overwhelmed with the number of people who wanted to come in for a massage. And my own opinion is people missed people, and they needed touch and they needed healing. It was a super stressful time. And so my calendar was full. I was taking on extra clients that I hadn't normally taken on. And after a few months of just working super hard and taking on all those clients, my low back started paying the price. So probably a combination of some stress, but also maybe some body mechanics and posture that led to this pain, but it became chronic. And when I say chronic, I mean would not go away with any kind of therapy. So I was doing chiropractic care. I was still working out and trying to do CrossFit. I had a physical therapist that was helping me with some exercises and stretches. And this chronic pain in my low back was so bad and would not go away that I actually thought, I'm gonna have to quit being a massage therapist. It's the one thing that I love to do, but it's also the one thing that was creating a ton of pain in my life. So I literally hopped on Google and was Google searching pain relief, non-medicated pain relief, natural pain relief, anything I could think of to try to find a way to get rid of this pain. And it led me down this wonderful rabbit hole of finding out about red light therapy and infrared therapy. So I did the Google search. I found out that there's this thing called red light therapy, and it can help with pain relief. And so I just started reading everything that I could find about red light therapy, what it is, how it works, how do you administer it, all the things. And I finally came to a point in my own mind where I was satisfied with what I'd learned, and I was like, okay, I'm ready to try this thing. Well, it turns out that the equipment that was recommended was actually pretty expensive. I think it ended up being a few $1,000s for my first panel. And I was pretty apprehensive about spending that much money and not knowing if it would work for me. So I stewed on it, thought about it for a little bit longer, talked to my husband about it, and he was all for it. He's like, if you think it'll help, then do it. And so I did it. I just spent the money, made the purchase, and was hopeful, but also pretty skeptical about whether or not this red light therapy would help with my pain relief. So I got the panels, and I was pretty excited. I got them set up and read all the things, all the directions, and started my treatment right away. And to be honest, after my first treatment, didn't really notice a difference, but I stuck with it. And I did a red light treatment every day for about 2 weeks. And what I will tell you is over the course of the 2 weeks, I had a ton more energy. I was sleeping better. I feel like my mood improved, and I was actually journaling this because this was a science experiment in my head. Was this red light therapy going to help with my pain relief? And to be honest, for the first week and a half, it wasn't. I was still having pain every day, but I was noticing all the other benefits. And it was really around the 2-week mark where I woke up, got out of bed in the morning, and just started my day doing the things that I do, getting my cup of coffee. And then it hit me. I didn't have any pain. Like, I rolled out of bed and just started, and those things would normally have hurt. I would have normally got up and been like, oh, my back, and had to like kind of wiggle my way through the morning to get rid of the pain. And I woke up this morning and there was no pain in my back. And I was like, that's really awesome. I went to work, and by the end of the day, the pain came back. So I was like, okay, maybe it worked, maybe it didn't, maybe it's placebo effect, but I kept with it. And by the end of 3 weeks of doing it every day, my pain was gone. And it's been gone for over 2 years now. And so my own experience just led me to know that red light therapy can help with pain and inflammation. And now whenever I do have a flare-up, I go do my red light therapy and it's gone. And it stays gone until I do something else that kind of aggravates the muscles, or if I work too much. But I always know that I can go back to that red light therapy, and it's a natural and effective way to get rid of my pain, and then I can keep being a massage therapist. So through my own experience with red light therapy, it led me to want to bring it to my community here in Lake Stevens, and that's how Flourish Wellness was really born. We want to invite you to come in and give it a try for yourself. So come here with your questions and we'll answer them. We have been doing research on these modalities since we began offering them. The great thing about these wellness modalities is that Western medicine is finally catching up to what we've known for a long time, and these really do work. So we're happy to share with you all of the information that we've gathered over the past few years. And all of the staff here at Flourish has been trained to be able to help you with whatever areas of concerns that you might have. I see us in 5 years continuing to evolve and grow in what we offer to our clients. My goal all along has been to sort of marry mind, body, and spirit, and to just help people improve those 3 aspects of their life. And so as new technology becomes available, my goal is to learn about it, get my staff trained in it, and then offer it to all of our clientele. We just want to invite you and your family to come on in, give it a try, and get started on your own wellness journey.